Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Our Crisis, and in this video I wanted to give a quick overview of the new content we have received for this week. And FF6 crossover and Eligor Crash have ended, so next week I'm assuming we should get Fancy Battle with 1000 blue crystals. But Christmas event has begun, and with it we have Winter Campaign with 20 days of free daily draws. And they will end on Christmas Eve, and I'm guessing that's when we should get a few more of these. But we can also get 1500 blue crystals from login bonus and another 1000 and Zack's Buster copy from panel missions. And recently they started doing those panel missions more often, but we can get some nice freebies like gold gacha ticket or mithril. And by the way, we have now Zack's Buster sword in the game, and every month we can buy one copy in the Crisis store, and I think it's a very nice weapon. Sure, 860% single target non-elemental damage is not great to use for DPS if you're going to use Zack. And a quick comparison, OB10 Buster will do 215 damage per 1 AEV, while Ceremonial Sword at OB10 will do 280 damage per 1 AEV, or 244 at OB6 with that C ability, and I'm not counting that physical attack buff that it applies. But this Buster has great R abilities with PDEF and HP, and it's the first weapon that we have in a game with those. It's similar to Cloud's Buster sword, and I think it will be a nice sub-weapon for some situations. And now we can also have Zack with Buster sword skin, finally, and all we're missing is the iconic adult Zack skin with the mullet in his black First Soldier uniform. We also have Christmas events, the Holy Flames Bounty, and currently we can get Sephiroth's event weapon together with 100 Sephiroth weapon parts, and when this event will get second shop update, then we'll get Zack's event weapon with 100 Zack parts next. But this event also has reward bonus, and they started doing these every month, so I don't think they are going away. And regarding that reward event bonus, in previous events FF9 rerun on Halloween, old weapons and gear at OB6 had 100% boost, but now they have nerfed it, and they did nerf it really hard, because those old weapons now give only 20% boost instead of 100, so they have the same bonus as free-to-play event weapons, and also old gear has been nerfed too, and it gives only 10% instead of 20%. I have to say it's most disappointing and irritating, but I can see why they did it. As long-time players we can still get a decent bonus at least, but they nerfed it to give people an incentive to pull for new banner gear if you want to get a higher bonus. And regarding Sephiroth's event weapon or FF6 event weapons, they have now same R abilities as OB10 gacha weapons with 46 HP and 39 wind or elemental potency, and I find it amazing because in the past those event weapons were kind of meh, and we would only use them if our elemental weapons were really low overboosted, because event weapons came always with halved R abilities. But now they have the same amount of points as OB10 gacha weapons that we have been getting for many months. And I think it's an amazing upgrade because now they are very much usable. They might have slightly lower stats, but those abilities are most important and they are great. So if you are lacking a good elemental weapon with HP, here it is. And yes, those C abilities are still terrible because 290% magic elemental damage is very underwhelming, and 4 or 5 star materia deals more damage, but I admit I have used those in the past more than once. However, I think it's a great improvement for event weapons because they are now very much viable as sub-weapons, and I think they will be very helpful for many people. But coming back to Christmas event, this year we have another Cactuar as boss, Burnt Huar, and he is weak to magic wind, so Aerith and Yuvi with her new wind banner are perfect as DPS. But at least for now, luckily we can still use our physical DPS characters as well. However, I have one issue with this event. There is no story. there was already no story in Halloween event, which was most disappointing, and now we have same issue here in this event. I enjoyed Halloween event story a lot last year, so if they skipped it, they could have at least brought back the same story as last year. Same thing here. Last Christmas it was rather wholesome event story, how that character stole presents and the party wanted to get them back to gift people in the slums. And especially Bart wanted to get something for Marlene. And I hope that we get a second Christmas event, maybe one of those gathering events that we had for all different holidays in the past, or they just add it later, because another event, especially Christmas with no story, is just quite disappointing. I have already reviewed the banner in a separate video, but we also have Step Up Draw where you can pull with blue crystals. It's 6,000 crystals per loop and you can do it once per day, and it's available until next Wednesday, and I think it's nice, and you can get 20 Yuffie ultimate weapon parts as well, but I personally wouldn't pull on these. Yes, you get 3 steps with guaranteed 5-star weapons, but it's all random weapons. There's no wishlist, no new gear or weapons, so I would just save my crystals to pull on a banner to get new stuff. It's not bad, however. It's just a big gamble. You can get a lot of 5-star weapons or just a few of them, the guaranteed ones, and they could be weapons that you either have maxed out or don't want nor need, so it's up to you. But yes, you can potentially boost your weapon collection quite a lot if you get lucky, and smaller accounts could benefit a lot from it. But personally I just wouldn't pull, because 6,000 blue crystals is 2 banner pulls for new weapon and gear. We also have new store, and they have been doing it for a few months, where we get a character banner and the store has offers with parts and tickets for that character, so in this case everything is for Yuffie. But those packs we had on Black Friday with weapon parts vouchers, I guess they might just reappear for special occasions only. And I admit I was very tempted to buy 1 or 2 Black Friday packs because those weapon parts vouchers are so valuable. You can exchange them for any character of your choice, but because they acted how they did, I just didn't buy any. And oh, by the way, I wanted to clarify, because sometimes I see comments of people calling me a whale. I'm not a whale, I'm not even a big spender. I'm a low spender, and I buy 1 weapon parts pack per month on average. Sometimes on special occasions like anniversary or crossovers, I might buy 2. But I have also gone multiple months without buying anything other than season pass. And just because I have crystals, it doesn't mean I have to spend them immediately. I'm a professional crystal holder, that's all. We have 2 more notices with content we'll get in upcoming weeks. So next Wednesday we are getting battle ranking events, and we will have a rejector and Yuffie as bosses. A rejector is wind and Yuffie is fire, so I guess you could use Yuffie to beat up Yuffie, or both bosses, but they are really pushing Yuffie a lot this month. However, with this upcoming battle ranking, I think it's possible we get Vincent banner next week with either fire or wind arcanum, but to be honest I didn't expect battle ranking to come back so soon, and I just thought we have entered a few month period of dungeon rankings. But lastly, the Titan will arrive on December 24th on Christmas Eve, and I expect him to be completely relentless. I have mentioned it in the past already that because the Titan is strictly physical, I'm pretty sure that he will require magic wind team, so Yuffie and another wind DPS will be required, and we'll get that banner in upcoming weeks or maybe next week. Oh, by the way, I would have forgotten, we have now version 2.3 and it came with some very good quality of life improvements. We can filter weapons to quickly see which ones we can overboost with parts, and it's an amazing improvement and I love it because we don't have to manually search through 260 weapons anymore, and it just saves us so much time. The badges are a similar improvement, and now weapons that can be overboosted are much easier to spot. It essentially means that when you see a yellow square, you can only level up a weapon, but when you see a yellow star, it means you can overboost the weapon using character weapon parts. But when you see a green star, it means you can overboost the weapon using weapon parts. However, that's not everything, because you can also filter it. Just check unique, and then you have only weapons that you can overboost using weapon parts, not character parts. And this is an amazing feature because you can immediately spot the weapons that are ready to be overboosted. Improvements to co-op lobby and time reduction for lobby disbandment and rematch is also a very nice change, because I think we all have spent waiting minutes for that one person in lobby to ready up, and this will make a much better experience for everyone. There are also a few minor guild improvements, and last but not least, they have renamed Bleed and Hemorrhage status to Pain and Agony, and I love it. It perfectly describes our Ever Crisis experience, but there will be another update at the end of December with some more quality of life improvements like mass overboosting a weapon, but they will also fix some issues like the one with Eret's Ultimate Princess Guard and its region, but we'll have more details on that in upcoming weeks. But yeah, that would be all. The lack of events starting Christmas event is most disappointing, but I'm willing to forgive them because we are getting First Soldier Chapter 2 later this month, hopefully soon, and I'm very curious how they will continue it, so that's what I'm most looking forward this month. But tie-in, I expect all of us to suffer, and I'm very sure I won't be able to beat EX2 or whatever hardest stage they will give us, and I'm more than fine with that. I needed sometimes to beat most summons in the past, so that won't be any different. We'll see, but hopefully in those 2 upcoming weeks we'll get more of First Soldier story. But I also have no idea how they are going to fit Guild Battle for this month, because we'll have Christmas and a New Year, and many people will be busy during those holidays. I'm not sure if they will make it during holidays or just skip it this month. I guess we'll see in a few weeks, but since we have battle ranking next week, Guild Battle could only happen either during Christmas or as the new year will begin. We'll see. But yeah, that would be all. I also wanted to thank you very much for all your comments. I always read them, and I apologize for being so late to respond lately, which I'm trying to fix, but I just wanted to let you know I appreciate all of you a lot, and I'm also most thankful. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.